Hey guys, Britt here. I wanted to start a whole new account and show you guys how you can grow from next to nothing to something. I've been working on this new account for months. I've been trying to trade up so I can show you guys that it is possible. I did do a video with the beginning trades, so you could see me going from that not so good inventory to I actually got a chocolate chip bat dragon. So if you watch any of my videos where I go from a not so good inventory to a really good inventory, you know that along the way I'm always making low tier neons to try to trade them. I'm already out there spending time trying to make trades, so I might as well take the time to grind my pets as well. I see so many people out there or people that try to trade me that have pretty crummy inventories, and I always tell them like, hey, can I give you some advice? And when they say yes, I say, the first thing you need to do is try to trade so you can get 4 of the same low tier pets and then make it neon and then trade that and trade up and up and up. I've had other people like comment on my videos and they'll say like, why are you doing those like low tier trades? Like, why don't you just trade up like your really good inventory? But I'm really trying to help those of you that have like already kind of a crummy inventory to get to a good inventory. Some people have been playing the game for a really long time and they know values really well, and so that makes it really easy for them to trade. But for a lot of people, they have crummy inventories and they're never really going anywhere. So that's what this video is all about. So a couple of things that you might have already read is to set up your profile and always be updating your profile along the way, like while you're trading. And definitely set up your profile even if you think that you have crummy pets, because somebody out there might be looking for the pets that you have. If you watch me, then you know that I have lots and lots of alt accounts, and almost all of my alt accounts, I actually set up the profile and I might put like a pet that I'm looking for, but I also put the pets that I have for trade. And a lot of times when I'm playing on those alt accounts, people will come up to me and try to trade for one of the pets that I have. So the point is, it doesn't matter what your pets are, set up your profile so people can see what pets you have for trade. Something else that I do that's like super helpful is I'm very specific in chat. So I'll say, I'm trading this weevil for a show pony, or I'm trading this weevil for a dog. And if I go a really long time and no one is taking me up on that offer, then I need to switch my pet, because most people don't want to give a show pony for a weevil, but they might be willing to give me a dog for the weevil, especially if I say it's the last one I need, because then they're going to think that I'm trying to make a neon, which I am. And then they might be willing to do that trade so that they can help me out. Something that I start out like with a lot of times in these trade challenges is I'm going to make neon dogs or neon cats because they're super easy and quick to make, and people think they're so cute, and it's kind of unbelievable sometimes what people will trade me for them. And they're really not trading like according to the value of the neon cat or dog, but more so that it's a neon and they're trading me pets that are not neon. Okay, so here I am on this account trading my friends for this chocolate chip bat dragon, for my neon hamster, a candy cane hare, and some other pretty good pets. Values say that she was over by a little bit, but I think it was a really good trade for both of us because she wanted to make a mega hamster. So here's our inventory after that trade, and I would say we're doing pretty good, but we have a long ways to go. So if you see most of my trades, I'm just trying to get like 4 of all the low tier pets so that I can try to make them neons and try to trade those up. This trade here where we traded the neon cat for the neon wildfire hawk was a super win. I actually told this person that they were way over, and they said they knew that they were, but they really wanted the neon cat because they were trying to make a mega cat. You're gonna notice me hatching a lot of eggs, and the reason is because when I was doing this challenge, it was actually during the galactic pass, and so if you remember, a lot of the task ended up being like hatch an egg. Hatching eggs can be a really good way that you can get legendary pets like really super quickly. When you're grinding and you're making neons and megas, you're obviously like getting a lot of bucks, and so it's easier to be able to buy those eggs. I would say most of the time I feel like I have really bad luck hatching eggs and I don't usually get legendaries, but every once in a while I get lucky and I get a legendary pet and it makes me super excited. I'm sure you noticed by now, but a lot of my trades are like super low tier, like common and uncommon pets, because I'm trying to make those neons and they go so much quicker than a rare or an ultra rare, or especially the legendaries. I'm actually trying to get 4 more hamsters because I'm going to try to make another neon because they're worth so much more. This was a really good trade because look at all those pets that we got, and we're going to be able to make lots of neons with them, like the low tier neons that go super quick. Another thing, I would say pretty much anytime I'm playing adoptme, I actually always have like a values website, and I really like elfbread or elfbread.com. and I really like to have it up so that anytime I do a trade, I can see what the values are like right away. I'm also checking a lot, like say on ultra rare pets, or especially the ultra rare pets or the legendary pets, but especially the ultra rare pets because they're a little bit quicker to make neon than the legendary pets. And so I will check the value of the pet like as just a regular, like with, you know, like not as a neon or a mega. And then I will check what the value is as a neon and see if it actually makes sense for me to make that pet neon. The hamster is one of those pets that you can get for a pretty good trade, but then if you make it a neon, the value really shoots up, and so you make a lot more back just by making it neon. Also, I feel like the cute pets, like they're easier to trade, and so if I'm going to make a neon, I'm going to take all these things into consideration before I'm actually going to take the time to make it neon. If you've never looked up the value of a pet online, like on one of these websites, then you should definitely check it out. There's a couple of them that are like pretty popular. One is elvabred.com, and that's the one that I really like to use. Some people really like to use adoptmevalues.gg. I've heard some people really like to use Bolt Values. And you can like try out these different value websites or pet value websites and just see like which one you like the best, like maybe the layout or something like that. And then definitely be using it when you're making these trades, especially if you're trading like legendary pets or high tier pets. But again, they're super valuable to see, does it make sense for me to make this pet neon or not? All right, so here's another update of what our inventory looks like. And you can see I just hatched this mushroom friend, and those are super cute and people really like those as neon. So we'll see how that goes. Oh gosh, guys, I don't know if this was a good trade or not. I got 10 ride potions for this chocolate chip bat dragon. And according to values, they were actually overpaying for the chocolate chip bat dragon. But afterwards, I just kind of felt like it was a bad trade because I then have to take those 10 ride potions and I have to like trade them for better pets and get something better than a chocolate chip bat dragon. So we're just going to see if it was an actual good trade or not. I mean, really, we're just going to have to wait and see. But really, I think I wish I wouldn't have done that trade. Okay, I really wanted to go back and talk about these pet value websites, and I just wanted to say that you might want to look at a couple different like value websites for like one pet and see what it says, because sometimes they don't all agree. Sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. And just take that into consideration when you're trading your pets as well. Also, the more you trade, the better you're gonna get at it, and you're not always gonna have to look at those pet trading or pet value websites. Sometimes when I'm doing these trade challenges on my alt accounts, I have a really difficult time trying to separate myself from the alt account. So what I mean by that is sometimes I will get a pet, like for instance on this account I have a horse at this time, and I don't have a horse on my main account, and I'd really like to have a horse, and so it's really hard for me to trade away that horse. Or another one of those pets is the wildfire hawk, like the neon one, because I actually have 16 of those on my main account that I want to make a mega, and so having that neon would really be helpful because it's already made, and so sometimes it becomes difficult for me to trade away pets. So even though it's difficult to trade away those pets, I just have to remember that all the pets in the end will actually be my pets, so they can be transferred to my main account. And honestly, these trade challenges that I do for these videos have really helped my inventory a lot. So if you have a really crummy inventory or a really bad inventory, I suggest you try to do one of these challenges where you're just working on your inventory all the time. And even if you have a really good inventory, maybe start over and try this challenge. I would really like to add that one of the things that really helps me with these challenges is having a trading stand. So I'm always using a trading stand when I'm doing these trading challenges. The trading stands actually cost Robux, but they are tradable, so you are able to trade for one. The thing that I love the most about them is that I can take them to the center of town, or say for instance if it's the Christmas update, I can take it to the Christmas update area and I can set up my stand, and then I can still go to my house and grind, and I'm still getting trades. When I set up my trading stand, I usually pick a pet that I think that a lot of people would try to trade for. So it might be just like a neon cat, but I'm definitely not going to put like a weevil inside my trading stand. Although I guess you never know, maybe somebody's looking for the weevil. The trading stand is definitely not a must, like you don't have to have one, but you definitely need to set up your profile. This is free to do, and it's makes trading so much easier. Setting up your profile allows people to see what pets you're looking for and what pets you have for trade. So I'm definitely always updating. So I told you I was looking for hamsters, and so I always had that in my profile. And then sometimes people would just trade me and say, hey, I saw that you were looking for this pet. And then since I have my profile set up, I'll just say, yes, I'm looking for that pet. Did you see any pet in my profile that you would like to trade for it? Sometimes people are really picky about the pets that they like, and so if they can just go and look at my profile and maybe pick out a pet that they might like, then it just makes the whole trade easier. I mean, occasionally I do have people say like, no, I don't see anything in your profile, and that's okay because there are lots of trades that aren't going to go through. Okay, so another thing I do is I spend a lot of time in the center of town trying to trade. And I told you I'm very specific in chat when I'm trading, so I'll say I'm trading this pet for this pet. And I just copy that and I continue to copy it inside the chat and just repeat. Sometimes if I'm having really poor luck, like in a server or there aren't that many people, then I will switch servers. I know a lot of people really like to trade in the rich trading servers, and the rich trading servers are really helpful if you have higher tier pets, but I would say it's a lot slower trading in the rich trading servers if you have pretty poor pets or pretty bad inventory. But sometimes the server that I'm on it just isn't doing well, or I've been on there for a while, and so I will switch servers often. I would say most of the time I just let adoptme pick which server I'm going to be in. But if I was going to pick a server, I would probably pick one that has like less than 44 people in it or something like that. But again, most of the time I'm just letting adoptme pick which server I'm going to be in, and I've had lots of luck with that. So I told you I spend a lot of time in the center of town, but I also spend a lot of time grinding. When I'm grinding, I'm visiting all the same places that all the other people are visiting, like say for instance the pizza parlor, which means there's a better chance that people are going to be checking out my profile and seeing if they have pets that I'm looking for, or checking out my profile to see if I have any pets that they're actually looking for. This is the way that I get most of my trades, that and the trading stand. Sometimes I have really bad luck with trades and it just keeps going on and it just seems like I'm not getting any good trades. So that's usually when I take a break from adoptme or I want to switch servers. And then usually the next day or the next time I play, usually I'll have better luck with my trades. Transforming your inventory can take a really long time. It's not just going to happen overnight. And the worse pets that you have, the longer it's going to take. But definitely follow these tips and I guarantee you'll have a better inventory. Okay, so sometimes I don't have 4 of a pet that I need to be working on to make neon because I just haven't got that 4th pet yet or something like that. And so when that happens, I'll do a couple different things. The first thing is I'll go ahead and I'll age up a pet that I do have. Like if I know I definitely want to make a neon hamster and I only have 2 hamsters, I will go ahead and age up those hamsters that I do have. That way they're already aged up when I do get the 3rd and the 4th hamster. And then another thing I'll do if I don't have any neons that I'm making at that moment, I will take a pet that I already have fully aged up and I will go ahead and grind with it so that I can get age up potions. So I have age up potions for when I do get pets that I need to age up. So when I do have age up potions to use, I am very strict with myself. I will only let myself use those age up potions on either ultra rare or legendary pets. I will rarely make an exception to that rule. And the reason is because ultra rare and legendary pets take so long to age up, but the other pets like the common, the uncommon, and the rare pets take much less time to age up, so it shouldn't be as big of a deal to just age those up without the age up potions. The only exception that I'll make for this is if I'm making like a rare mega. And so I have 16 rares to age up, and so sometimes I'll use age up potions on some of them. Guys, I even use this rule when I'm not working on a challenge. So on my main account, when I have age up potions, I only allow myself to use them on the ultra rare and the legendary pets. Okay, another thing that all my alt accounts have is I have saved up enough bucks to be able to buy each one a lure. So on this account, while I'm working on this trading challenge, I'm also able to check the lure every 4 hours. Or at the very least, I will check it once a day. Sometimes I'll get so lucky and I'll get an age up potion, and so that makes me very happy. And then sometimes we'll get get another pet to be able to trade. One of the things with doing these challenges and with having alt accounts that a lot of people overlook is all the login rewards that you can get. Your bucks especially will add up really quickly if you are logging into your alt accounts every day and your main account, and that is an easy way to get bucks. Also, you should definitely make sure you have a lure on your alt account or on your main account so that you can check it every 4 hours or at least every day. I have so many helpful videos like to help you with this, so I have one video that if you haven't watched, you definitely need to, and it's how to get unlimited AGET potions. And another one, if you have these alt accounts, is how to transfer bucks from your alt to your main account. Okay, so on this account right now, I'm just getting ready to make or making 2 neon sea angels because I'm working on a mega sea angel. Here's our updated inventory, and I'm trying to get one more fallow deer so I can make a neon fallow deer. And as you can see, we have lots of legendaries and lots of neons on this account right now. Neons are so easy to trade, guys. Okay, if you just saw that trade, someone wanted to offer for my ride dolphin and they offered me a Capricorn, and I definitely accepted. It was a huge overpay, but I know from past trading videos that the Capricorn is actually pretty hard to trade. And then someone wanted to offer for my Capricorn and they offered the hippogriff. And then I thought that that was a really good trade, but that hippogriff was so hard to trade. So I was so excited that someone accepted that and a couple more things for their ride sugar axolotl. It's just a really good lesson in some pets, even if they're legendary, they are really difficult to trade, especially for the value that they're saying on the value websites, which definitely means that the value websites or the pet value websites are not always right. I know sometimes you're looking at these trades that I'm getting and you're wondering, how in the world did I get such good trades? And I can tell you that it's because I wait for the good trades. If I have a pet and someone's undervaluing it and they're not trying to trade me like a fair value, then I definitely won't do that trade, and I'll wait and I'll wait. Okay guys, I was so excited about this trade. I definitely wanted the fairy bat dragon and the crown, and I feel like these 3 pets, these 3 neon pets that I traded for it, weren't as valuable as the fairy bat dragon. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this trade challenge that I did, and as you can see here, I'm getting a neon fly ride sea angel, and I told you that I'm trying to make a mega, so that's awesome. I also got this fallow deer that I need to make my neon fallow deer. And then I have a love-hate relationship with these Dracula parrots because I could not trade them, so I decided to get 4 so I could make a neon to trade. Alright, so I finally was able to make my neon fallow deer, and then here I am getting my last 2 sea angels that I need to be able to make my mega, and then I was so excited to be able to offer for another fairy bat dragon. Guys, I had all these low tier megas, like the cat and the dog and the buffalo and the snake, and they're usually pretty quick to make, so they were definitely worth it for another fairy bat dragon and another crown. And then I was finally able to make that Dracula parrot neon so that I could be able to trade it. Guys, I could absolutely not believe what we got for our neon fallow deer. This neon glacier kitsune is worth so much more than the neon fallow deer is. Elva Bread says that the neon glacier kitsune is almost worth 3 times as much as the neon fallow deer. So we definitely traded up. Then I made my last neon sea angel before I can make my mega. And I'm so glad that I made that Dracula parrot neon so that I could trade it for this. I got a legendary naughty missile troll and a legendary diamond dragon. Here's the mega sea angel, and it turned out so cute. I just think it's so adorable. All right, let's check out the end inventory for this inventory transformation. Guys, I'm so happy with this inventory that we ended with. We have 2 fairy bat dragons, a neon glacier kitsune, a neon golden uni, and so many awesome legendary pets, not to mention our mega sea angel, and we have a bunch of low tier neons that I can still be trading. Can you comment down below and tell me what your favorite pets are for this inventory transformation? Guys, I also ended up with 4 ride potions and a fly potion. If you have any tips for us for an inventory transformation, then please post them in the comments below. Bye guys, until next time.